good, brother?
You.
Check. Just test this out here. Oh yeah, I hear it on YouTube. Nice. It's not very delayed either.
No? Let me see. Let me check it.
Nah.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Nice. Oh man. All right, so we're here to settle the technique of the death touch
The damn Mac.
of the 1980s cult classic Bloodsport.
How do you join the where do you see the chat at on here? I'm
So
not
I
seeing it
just
on my
if you turn, are you on your phone or what are you on?
I'm on my iPad. Oh, here it goes. Yeah, let me see. Does this
So
work?
probably need to post that we're live. Uh, oh,
It's showing three in here. Is it three? It's us three.
I guess that would mean there's one more. Not sure who. Let me see. Anyways, um, but
Oh yeah, it
yeah,
doesn't look
brother.
it doesn't look too dark though. That's cool.
No, no, yeah, it's crazy how different it is on the phone. It looks crazy dark, like it would be a problem. Oh, I forgot to turn the gate back on my. You hear everything in the background on my headphones?
No, what I don't hear is the music though.
I might have turned it down too far. Let me go turn it up a little bit.
Sergio, what up? You know Sergio C44.
No, no, what's good, Sergio? What's happening?
What up? What
What are
up?
we
What up?
talking about? What are we doing? We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys right now, brother. Don't tell me you want to talk about the Cowboys now. Whatever you do,
Cowboy,
don't tell me that, brother.
you ready for that smoke? Want that smoke?
I'll take it. I'm not a delusional Cowboys fan. We could talk music, that way people don't get, bored about it.
I was gonna wear my black Rangers hat too. You got the other joint on.
Yeah, I hate that they're not gonna sell this one anymore, man. This one's fire.
Yeah, was that 2 seasons ago? It wasn't last season, right? That they did it?
Um, it was. They started this 3 years ago, and this is the third year, I guess. So yeah, you're right. 2 seasons ago, and I guess they do their city edition every 3 years.
Yeah.
Is how that works.
Cowboys just cooked
But
my Seahawks with that defense. Sorry, bro. It's preseason. It doesn't even count. Doesn't even
yeah,
count,
it
bro.
don't count, man. Our defense, the Dallas Cowboys defense, is gonna go from 32nd last year, and honestly, historically bad, the worst Dallas Cowboys defense in history. And if they do what I think they're gonna do, I think they'll be 15th, which means they should be able to compete and go to the playoffs. But everybody's talking Super Bowl, and you know how ESPN likes to do it. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. But they honestly, I think Dak needs a top five defense to actually go and compete deep into the playoffs. So I don't think they're gonna have that. That would be ridiculous to go from 32nd last worst defense to a top five, top three defense. It's not gonna happen, bro. So we'll see. I think it'll be a way better year, man. I'm just happy we're gonna compete.
I'm just happy football's coming back, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. The Seahawks
I'm a,
caught me off guard last year, man. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. Wait, who did they have at quarterback this year? They got a new quarterback, right? Who was it?
Um
They changed, right? Am I tripping?
yeah, I'm not even sure, Sergio. Let us know. Um I need to post that we're live now on IG. I don't
If I do that, I
have.
think it's gonna cut. If I try and repost, I think it's gonna cut me off the
That's
way it
what I was
did
gonna say.
earlier.
I can't do it because it's on my phone. I don't have IG on my iPad.
Me neither.
Oh, we're stuck. It's
I don't
just
have it
us
on my
three,
iPad
Sergio.
either. And he's already gone.
He's gone. That's
It's us
hilarious.
three, and he's already gone.
Yeah, it's just you, me, and the Holy Spirit,
See,
brother.
see you later.
I'll leave room.
You
I'll
know,
leave room for
hey,
him, brother.
we're two or three are gathered, brother.
Emmanuel Wilson.
Wilson,
Gotcha.
Emmanuel. It's Emmanuel Wilson
Let's see.
from Green Bay. What?
He's your boy. He's a cheesehead like you, Dom.
Yeah, I'm a
Dom likes
Packers
the
fan.
Packers for some crazy reason.
I'm a die-hard Packers fan, bro.
Straight out of Oak Cliff.
Straight out of Oak Cliff. Straight from
Straight
the
out of Oak
frozen
Cliff.
tundra, the frozen
Of Oak
tundra of Oak
Cliff.
Cliff.
Oh God, he heard the beckoning call of Lombardi.
Yeah, man. No, it was my, I mean, I told you the story. It was my grandpa.
Yeah.
All throughout his 20s, he lived in Green Bay. And yeah, he worked out there forever. Came back. He became a fan out there. Came back and brought it back with him. And you know, my earliest memory that I have of watching a football game was a Packers game with my grandpa. And I was super close to my
That's dope.
grandpa, so it just stuck with me, man. The rest of our
Yeah,
like my
man.
immediate family, you know, we're all Packers fans. But the rest of our family on both sides are yeah, hardcore Cowboys
Packers
fans.
are a legendary. They're a legendary franchise, man. I can't hate on them. Uh, it's definitely not like a Lamborghini like the Cowboys, but also the Cowboys have had less real football substance for a long time
Yeah,
than a team like the Packers, who's never really that bad. They're seriously competing every 4 or 5 years.
yeah,
Cowboys haven't been able to do that, but the Cowboys have all the flash. They got all the billions and billions of dollars. But yeah,
yeah. I
it's
think
crazy, dog.
Green Bay has cheese curds, and that's about it.
You've been out there, no?
Yeah, me and my wife went to a game. It's been a minute already. We need to go back. I think we went. Man, I think it was 10 years ago already. Actually, I
Really?
think this year. I think it was in 2016. Yeah, and it was a Cowboys game.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's always like I think that's the thing, man. Like that's a big game. We're in Green Bay, Cowboys, Packers. But that's like something that I think a lot of players don't anticipate coming to Dallas is like that. It's a lot of people Super Bowl every week. Like they're trying to be famous. They're trying to end up in the memes. They're trying to end up in the tweets on ESPN best plays. And so the Cowboys get like a tough game every week, no matter who they're playing, man. Sometimes the nobody, and not sometimes, always the the lower end teams in the league are gonna beat the Cowboys, bro, because it's like how often does it happen, bro? We're gonna beat the best team and lose to the worst team.
man, y'all like every season. I always feel like y'all can always beat anybody and lose to literally anybody too. Like I feel like that's always the Cowboys. They can beat anyone and lose to anyone.
Yeah, man. Basically, they could beat the Super Bowl winning team and just lose to the worst team any
Yeah,
given Sunday, man. Like it's crazy. There's been no consistency. They've been totally mediocre, 8-8 team. I think if you add it up over the last 15 years or whatever, since it's been Garrett, and McCarthy, and then now Shoddy. But anyways, yeah, I'm just happy football is back, man. Football is freaking goated, and
and my wife
uh,
hates it. My wife's not looking forward to it at all.
Jalen Milrow is a new QB. Got it. Got it. Yeah. My wife is always a little down about the football season, man, because it's like a solid 3.5 hours where I'm gonna be locked in.
Yeah, bro. I
I'm
mean,
gonna be locked in.
it's all day for me, bro. I'm watching that noon game all the way to the last game.
Right. Right. Oh
I mean,
man.
think about it. We only get to watch so many seasons in our lifetime, bro. You know?
Yeah, and it used to be only 16 games. I'm old. I almost said it's only 16 games. It used to be only 16, now it's 17 games. It'll be 18, I'm sure. I think that's been the plan all along.
Was it always 16?
Um,
Was it not less than that before?
it was no, no, no. It was definitely less than that. I think it was as low as 12 at one point. Way, way, way. Maybe for sure 14, but Um, yeah, so 17 weeks out of the year, that's not a lot, man. And if you're the Cowboys, it's every other year that you end up in the playoffs, basically. So you get a little bit extra, and if you're the Cowboys, it's usually only one extra game.
One bonus, a little
Sadly,
bonus week.
man. Sadly, brother, it's sad.
I think somebody else
Um,
joined. What up? What up? What up? Who's in here? Let us know. Let us know. We're trying to see who's all in here. Hey, Sergio, where you from, man? Where you from? How did you uh how did you come to know Paul or myself? You know Sergio Paul? Would
I
you happen to
don't.
know
Let
who
me
it was?
click on. Let me click on. I didn't actually look. Well, the profile picture's so tiny, brother. I cannot see it from this. I'd have to get up and
He
go to
said
my
he knows you
computer.
from Aliento.
Oh, it's translating. It just says breathe on my iPad.
It says, oh, it's translated
I
it.
was like, what does breathe mean? Yeah, but I see the little translation button. How do I turn that off? Anyways, aliento. Yeah, man. Good times, a lot of years, a lot of great projects and all that. Dom got to play and help arrange and do two live recordings last year with that, which was a lot of fun. Uh, and yeah, man. When you out again, Dom? Dom's still working. I have stopped traveling.
Man, I actually don't have anything like on the books for right now. I'm kind
Oh,
of
good.
chilling.
So we're on even playing field right now.
Hmm.
Man, yeah, the road is even like it doesn't really matter. It's just tough being gone from your family once you have kids or once you kind of hit that time of your life. I definitely look young. A lot of people always tell me like, "What? You're 40?" But yeah, man, I mean at 40, being gone from the kids and, with kind of I lost my pops when I was a kid, and so uh I'm not trying to be gone, man. You know, trying to be
Yeah.
home, and so it is what it is with that stuff. But yeah, it's good. It is a blessing though to be able to go and use your gift and bless people and play the big event or the small event, whatever. Just have the experiences, man. That's a
Yeah.
that's a big deal.
I think is the music too loud?
Is it? I could turn it down.
Oh, it's maybe just a little loud.
I grab it. All right. All right, we should be chilling now.
I wonder if I can I log. I don't even know how to log into. I just have my burner account on. I just realized I do have Instagram. I just have my burner account on here though. I don't know how to
Uh,
add my other one.
you have to do your password and all that. Yeah, it's on YouTube too. So like, usually IG's not gonna like you taking people out of the. I was thinking about streaming there as well, but because it would have been, a lot more interactive with people. But
How do you go
uh,
to?
where's my?
Um,
I don't know why this is translating, bro. It's hilarious.
you said it said breeze or what was it?
It literally just says breathe. Uh, yeah, I don't know how to turn that off.
I don't know what my password is. This one for my password. I
Yeah,
have no idea what my password is for this thing.
it's all good. Let me see. Um, but yeah, man.
Um,
So, what's up with the Velvet Revolver idea, man? We should do that. I think that's the thing we should talk about and put out into the internet world, so we can be forced to do it. I think it's a good idea.
Oh, Velvet Vinyl.
Velvet Vine.
I was like, Velvet Revolver. I was like, what is
Is
this?
that a band? Or did I just make that up?
Uh,
I think I made it up, bro.
that sounds like a. Hold on, let me see. Let me do this. Uh,
Don says he can hear us and we sound normal.
Stone?
It's not translating me to Spanish.
Is that you said that's Stone?
Stone's the Dim Mac podcast, brother. We're here. First episode.
Let me see. The Dim Mac.
All right. Yeah, it's cool. I'm getting tripped out with the difference in the delay of times
Yeah.
of the iPad, the OBS, and then my phone. Um,
Tanaka's his Shidoshi. That's right, brother. Tanaka's.
are you
Yeah,
playing
brother.
fantasy this year?
Oh man, we're talking about starting a league, right?
I
Weren't
mean,
we
we
trying to
still
do it?
could. It's not too late.
I
It's
mean,
not
I'm
too
down.
late.
I just, man, I played for like what? I don't know, maybe 3, 4 seasons straight
Right.
before last season, and I was like, I took last season off. I was like, I think I want to just enjoy it and not having to, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
feel like I'm doing too much. I don't get to watch the game, if that makes sense, because I'm over here watching my phone, and then
Right.
life happens, and you forget to move people off your bench and bye
Yeah.
weeks, and
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah. It's definitely like a habit you got to get into. I think once you get into that habit, it's fun, especially if you're playing for money, which is like definitely a motivating factor to make sure you get in there and you don't leave somebody in that had a bye week or something. But it's I enjoyed that it added that to the watching factor, like because I always watch a lot of different games anyways. Like it doesn't have to be the Cowboys. I'll put on an NFL game, almost no matter who it is, almost. But yeah, even when, it could be the worst teams in the league, but I got their defense or I got, the kicker. And so then it makes every game to me a little bit more meaningful. I'm going to care about the Cowboys no matter what. And even if I had, the opponent's defense, I wouldn't care if the Cowboys popped off and won the game. I would still want them to win. I'll be happy to lose in fantasy, even with money on the line. You know what I mean?
yeah,
For my team to win. But
yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
because then you're all rooting for weird stuff to happen. I want my
Yeah.
team to win, but I need their running back to blow ours out of the water. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. I want the running back to run for 200 yards, but they can only score 13 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it definitely changes the vibe. That's for sure.
Have you ever done it with any other sport?
Um, I did basketball one year. My very first year playing fantasy football, we also played fantasy basketball with my brother-in-laws. And that league that we started that year is the same fantasy football league that I'm in now, bro. It's been literally 16, 17 years in that same fantasy football
Yeah.
league.
How many there
Yeah,
are there?
there's 12.
And it's
There's
consistently
only
been the same
been
12?
no, 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 no. There's only been like four guys that have been in the same for all 12 years. So a lot of other people have come in and out. There's been some guys that have been in for a good amount of years though. Um, but yeah, it's it's fun, man. It's fun when you get to, you get like we never made it a dynasty league, but it just feels like there's a lot of history and it's important. At one point in time, that league was like $150 per team, and so I actually won it on one of those years, and I won like $1,300. So it's it can be it can be cool. Um, but yeah, it's
You won back in the 2010s?
And it had to be at least 10 years ago. I'm not gonna lie, man. 16, 17, something like that. I ended up
Thirteen
winning
hundred dollars back then is like $2,800 now, really.
2800,000, brother.
9,038 hundred.
Oh my god, man. So oh my goodness. What's the uh what's the electric that you're playing right now again? Remind me.
This is Strat.
Oh, it's a
It's a
Oh, you're playing acoustic this week though, for
oh
everybody
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
cares.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a Maiden. It's made in Australia. Are you hip to Tommy Emmanuel? He's an acoustic guitar player.
Yeah, I've
He's
definitely heard of
Australian.
him.
He's
Yeah,
super
I've
dope.
definitely heard of him.
But yeah, I got hip to him. I don't know, maybe what was it, 2004 ish,
Right, right.
and I had just never heard anybody play the acoustic like that in my life.
It's
Blew me
like an
away. I was
August
like,
Rush vibe.
what? Literally, literally.
uh,
Oh, I mean, at least like as far as
yeah,
how
yeah,
the impact it had for on me for sure,
no
because
doubt.
I had just never I mean,
I
I'm
feel like
coming
that's
from
somebody I heard about that guy like through Rick Beato or something like that.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
in one
yeah,
of his videos, him talking about it. That's where I heard
yeah. That's
about
probably
that.
right. That's probably right.
Uh,
But he yeah. Anyways, he plays a band. He's been playing that brand forever. Maton, Maton, but they're out of Australia. So I got one of those. I don't know. Maybe was it during COVID or like right before COVID? Maybe.
mm,
So yeah, it's
right,
dope. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, it's the acoustic, and then the strat that I'm playing is a. I was literally having this conversation with some dude on Instagram about it today. Um, it's a 2004 Fender Special Run, so it's like FSR, Fender Special Run, um, Select Strat is what it was called.
gotcha.
But yeah, they only made so many of them. That's why they're called, the FSRs or whatever.
Right, right, right,
Yeah, and I've had that guitar since then, man. 2004. But I changed like the pickups out. I wasn't really a fan of the pickups.
right.
And I didn't find that out until later, until I actually started to know what I was doing.
Yeah, it takes a while to figure out tone guitars are very particular. Drums are also a weird thing to figure out tone on and which ones you like and which ones you don't. Like, I don't even own a drum set, man. I do. I have a little club kit, but like I just got it back. I had lent it out. Just got it back to set up to play because I hadn't played very much drums lately. And and then I've got your brother's Cocobolo kit, Stone's Cocobolo, the legendary Cocobolo DW. Um,
Yeah, dude,
but
that's crazy, bro. That kid, man, I feel like it's around the same time that my dad got him that kid. Actually, I think it was 2006. Are you still in here, Stone? I don't know if you're still in here. 2006-ish, maybe. But it was I think it was how many pieces is it, Paul?
well, I think there's two drums that I don't have. There's it's a 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, if I'm not mistaken. Or he might have originally, because he got it way back then, it might have been an original standard kit 12, 13, 16, which means it would be 10, 8, 10, 12, 13, not 14, 16.
Well, the eight didn't come with it. That's what I was gonna say. So it was
Yeah, yeah,
whatever
yeah.
those four bigger ones were,
And to
and
get the
then
8 in the Cocobolo is wild, man.
yeah, my dad, was just he just really wanted Stone to play. You know, my dad was making some bread at the time, bro. I think he paid like 13 grand for that kit in 2006,
It
bro.
costs exactly that, like right now.
Right.
Just because
It's
the wood is like
yeah.
illegal now, it's crazy.
Yeah, so it was those four pieces, and then my dad was like, I want him to have the 8 inch. So we had to send one of the pieces in. I forget which drum we sent in for them to like match it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And
that's wild, man.
that's how the 8 inch came about.
There was not a snare.
No, no, no. At least I don't think so. I'm pretty sure there was not. But he got him those. Yeah, he got him that kit, and then all these, I think it was like A custom cymbals and hats at the time. Spent a lot of money on that kit, man.
Yeah, bro. Drums, good drums are not and the good. Anything is not cheap, obviously, but yeah, these drums they're crazy because they're like light. They're not heavy, but they got so much tone, so much sound to them. So I've recorded them several times now on MB projects or whatever. They sound incredible, man.
And then Stone went into retirement the year after, and that was that
Uh,
was the end of that. Now they're just sporadically seen on somebody will borrow them and post them, be like, where did you get this kid from? It's like, it's Stones.
yeah, I think Bear grabbed it from me one time. I was like,
Yeah.
I want it back, man.
Oh yeah, he used it for that. Bro, he tracked a record for, it was Jaden Baker and God, what's that kid's name? The phenomenal piano player from like Indonesia or South Africa.
South
Um,
Africa.
yeah, I think he's South African. Oh my God, what's his name? I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Justin Lee Schultz.
Oh, he's from South Africa?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think they're either from South Africa or Indonesia. I think it's South Africa though, if I'm not mistaken. I could be totally wrong on both of those, but I don't.
I feel well. I mean, maybe is there an accent from over there? Not really, right? I guess they kind of sound American a little bit because they definitely sound American.
Man, when the first time I had went over there, they all sounded like they were from like the UK to me. Like they
Mm,
kind of had that accent. And this last time I was kind of had some of that on it too. But that could just be my
right.
ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, because Elon Musk is from over there, and he sounds a little bit like he's from the UK, a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. It's got a little. They got a little bit
So
of that thing on them.
makes sense. Makes sense.
But anyways, that's why Bear used the kit that time. He tracked that
Mm,
record.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Jaden's a beast, man. So is Justin. They're both phenomenal, and they're both like 11 teen. No, I mean, I think Jaden just turned 20. His birthday was like last week or the week before or something. But
yeah,
yeah,
man.
Jaden's phenomenal. I think Justin's maybe a little bit younger than him.
Right. Yeah, it's like so much power, like in brain power, dexterity, and just knowledge of, theory and so much live experience. And so there's just so much context when they touch their instrument, bro. Uh they can really speak on it like in a deep way. It's crazy. It's super dope.
Yeah,
And
it's just
at that
insane, man.
young,
Because
yeah,
no, yeah, I was just gonna say, that you know they had like YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have
that's what I'm
YouTube like that.
saying. Yeah, like younger and younger, you see it like it seems like every few years there's like a 4-year-old that's playing some crazy piano concerto now. Like it's just there's so much information available to people now. You're seeing people start younger and younger, but these dudes are obviously crazy, crazy talented. Um,
What's that new arrangement y'all made that Barrientos didn't really approve for recording last year?
oh, who talked about that? Was it us? Uh,
What was that?
Well,
We did an
it
arrangement
might.
that he
I
didn't.
mean, the only one I can think of, honestly, was the Jose one, because that's one that was like super campfirey, and then
Oh, that one was dope. That one was cool, bro. That's right. We
we
ended
had
up really
kind of
liking that one.
elevation rhythmed it a little bit. It wasn't like too syncopated but it was definitely had some vibe to it.
Yeah.
Uh, and then he was just kind of like, nah.
Did you talk about that or what? How did that
I don't
even?
know. I don't.
How's
How'd
that
you know
common?
about that, bro?
Yeah, how's that common knowledge?
I don't know. Let us know. I want to know. Maybe I did. Maybe I talked about it. Uh, or maybe we posted or were we live during that or something. I
Um,
honestly thought I was really excited about that one in particular.
I don't know. Maybe one day if I'm feeling cute, I'll leak the rehearsal.
If you got, oh, well, yeah. Yeah, maybe you should do that.
That was cool, bro. That arrangement was cool. Remember, because I think that rehearsal take is like 15 minutes or something. Because remember,
Yeah, we were just
we just
going.
kept playing.
Yeah, it was fun. That was a fun band. That was a
That band was
fun
fire,
project.
bro. It was you, my cousin Daniel Lopez on drums.
Yeah.
Lemuel was on keys. Sam Simon on keys.
Yeah.
Andre and me, right? That was the whole band?
Yeah. You and Andre, and then Eric played acoustic. Uh, and then we had a bunch of different singers, man. It was songs being added last second, you know, kind of your run of the mill Latin American live recording experience.
Even it didn't end up on the recording at all, right?
No, we never played that live even,
Well, we played the song live in
but not that
Guatemala.
arrangement. Not that
Yeah,
arrangement. Yeah.
yeah.
Did that song come out on the project? No,
That's why I was
right?
asking. That's why I was asking.
I
I
don't
don't
remember
remember.
now. I don't think
Yeah.
so. I don't think it did. But yeah, man, Sam, I forget how that came about, but it was definitely vibey and it was a lot of fun. But it's like it had like some movement to it, almost like, you want to bop your head and you guys, you always have to remember as a producer, as a musician, who's your vessel, who's your artist. And so, I'm never gonna hard press a guy like Marco in his 60s about not wanting some stuff to dance about. So, there was definitely no, it was
What's
just
cr-
like, oh yeah, he was just not feeling it and we kind of just moved on. So it was no like
what's
still
crazy? I
anything.
feel like it was way less. What's the word I'm looking for? Way less progressive than like the powerful one of Israel. You know,
Well, musically, it definitely was. The El Poderoso was like technically had way more in it. But
I
I
feel like
think
even
that's
the way we arranged it too. I feel like that was. I feel like that would have been the one where he would have been like, "Whoa,"
no,
like
but
what are
that's where
y'all?
he's from, though. I mean, he comes from that. You could hit that little, the one where you hit your legs like this and you wave one arm over the top. You know what I'm saying? You could hit that dance on that, and that's where he's from. And he could do that all day, and he could just go, go, go with that. But it was less of like a Latino style. It was a little bit more of an Americanized, modernized arrangement for the Jose one, for sure. Uh, and we didn't really sound design. It kind of just happened. So it was like Sam's sounds, had that vibe too, and so it was dope. I wish we could have played it live. I wish we could have
Yeah,
played it live, man.
those lines were cool.
Um,
That was
throw out
fun,
the
man.
audio on that song. Yeah, man. I don't know if they'd trip on me. They might. I have the multi tracks of all of them. I don't have them, but I could probably get them. But
I mean, well, even the Dropbox of that rehearsal,
yeah, yeah, definitely. It'd be cool to release some stuff. I could ask Mary and see if she'd be down to run that up the chain and see.
Yeah. When we get to the point when we have 500 people in here is when we'll do it.
Yeah, man. Like I didn't think about. I'm just old enough to be horrible at the social media part of this, and I didn't think about not being able to post that we're actually live. And I haven't really used this YouTube in so long. Hold on, let me see. Do I have Instagram on here? Am I tripping? Um,
Yeah, that was cool, man. That was a fun week.
yeah, that trip down to Guatemala was good. I started. The altitude always gets me, so day two was tough. But by the night of the recording, I was chilling. I had to play drums on that one too, which was also.
How long after conference was it?
It was like exactly a month.
Oh, was it that long?
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks or a month because conference was in like late July, first week of August, and it was like this first or second week of September. I'm pretty sure.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that long. I thought it was like a week after or something.
I'm
I'm
pretty
horrible. Like
sure it
my time
was.
frame is I have a terrible memory. Or I think what it is, I think I have just like an ultra selective memory.
Right. So yeah, I'm in the same situation here. I'm trying
Which
to
is
log
probably
into
a excuse of a way to say you have a terrible memory.
it. Yeah, I definitely have a terrible memory. It's
It's crazy because
Like
bro, I
that's
do not,
wild.
I don't remember anything ever like with gigs. Like Eric could tell you every gig we did on this TAM tour and what city we went to, the hotels we stayed at. Like, man, I don't
Right.
know. I can't. I don't know where I was last week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't tell you what I did literally a week ago today.
Yeah, it's I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way. A lot of the trips run together for me, which is weird. Like um I'll think that we were in one city and I'll like run it by one of the homies that was on the trip and they're like, "No, we were over here. We were in Colombia." And I'm thinking we were in Venezuela or whatever. It's just weird how all that runs together. I don't know if that's just me. Some people have that like photographic style memory though.
That's definitely not me. Even with music, bro, with like shows, if I learn a show to work with an artist, like I'll sit there and, you know, memorize the whole thing. I don't like charting stuff, man. Like I feel like I don't know, it's like this mental thing I have. I feel like I don't execute as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm too focused on trying to do that, even though it's like a guide. But I just feel like I don't know. I feel like I box myself in, if that makes sense.
Nah,
But
it's definitely a thing. It's
just
a
looking at the
thing.
paper or the whatever iPad or whatever, I'm just like, yeah. I mean, I'll do it on like or for like Sunday, like for this Sunday, like that's because it doesn't really require all that much thought or anything. You're just there,
Right.
1 5 6 4 type thing.
Right.
But if it's like that Brian McKnight show, like I mean, it would just distract me if I charted all that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, it's definitely a thing. And I actually had this conversation recently, um, with with the group that I'm working with on Sundays right now, that about just reading charts and how like it's definitely like a mode. You go into a mode when you're reading and playing, right? That's a
Mm-hmm.
function. You're using your brain to read and to remember that way, as opposed to it actually just being completely digested in you and you're reproducing it without that secondary function happening. You know what I mean? And so you get that much brain power back to execute, and it's definitely a thing, bro. Like, but then when you go back and forth, because I was that way, I always memorized. When I was in high school, we had marching band, man. We would memorize, 600 steps and four pieces of music, and
Yeah.
that was a ton of stuff to have memorized. So your memory is really good, and if you use it like that, you'll be able to memorize. So I never had issues memorizing songs, memorizing parts, all kind of when I was coming up, even like starting to become a professional, getting paid whatever. I was able to memorize. I didn't have to chart, even though my first like professional like gig, I was reading lead sheets. We were actually reading, and that's kind of when it started for me. Going back to charts, and then next thing I knew, all these CCM songs, like I was just kind of making little notes because they're so similar. Like I would just note the kick pattern, like dotted eighth kick pattern. I would write it over the verse section, and then in the chorus section, open hats, you know, straight rock kick pattern, little notes like that. And I got so used to that, man, so used to that became how I did it. And then now, this past Sunday, for the first time in a while, I played from memory again, and it was like, okay, okay, just getting back in that mode. And it's weird how your brain will definitely go into certain modes on how you use your memory, what you use to activate that, or it's crazy.
Right. Right.
Oh man. How many songs do y'all play on that like Brian McKnight gig?
I don't know, 20 something,
That's how long is the show?
like an hour and a half. It was like the full show is like an hour and a half. Man, that show's hard, bro. that show's that
Yeah.
show is super hard, man. It's yeah, it's super discouraging, man. When you're first learning it, it's like, oh, it's so much material to learn, man. It's like a sub nightmare to do something like that. Remember the first time I did it? I was sitting there and learning it after Erskine had sent it to me, and I literally thought to myself, man, I'm gonna call him and tell him I can't do it, bro. Like, cause it was just so much music to learn,
Yeah.
And I had a little bit of time too. It was just like it was just a lot. Was the thing. It
Yeah.
was. I mean, the show was, and the tough thing about when I did it originally the first time was that it was the whole regular show, and then it was like a Christmas show that I was doing with them. So it was all the regular music plus all this Christmas music also.
Right.
And he did a Christmas album. Like he has a Christmas album. So it's like all these arrangements, and one of the tunes is like this big band arrangement thing, and it's a lot
It's
going
heavy,
on,
man.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. 20
So
songs is a lot, and there's a lot of notes in there too. A
that's
lot of
that's man,
changes.
it's all the changes, bro. Like it's all the like you're not gonna be on that gig 1564 and get, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And then he listens, bro. Like he's phenomenal like musician.
yeah.
Like his ear is crazy. Like he's one of the ones, nah, like that's not, yeah, drop that fifth there or drop that 13 or this is
Right.
a nine, and he'll go to the board and like no, it's this exact voicing,
It's
and then
definitely
he'll
not for
sing.
the faint of heart.
No, no, then he'll sing over these changes. He'll sing over these changes. Rudy, what up? What up, But
Yo.
he'll sing over these changes, and to the untrained ear, if you will, it'll sound like he folded, but it's not. It's him singing over like this
The
crazy,
tension. Yeah.
yeah, him singing over this you know, nine note voicing chord, and him doing like this intricate run over it, and it's just like, the dude's a genius, bro.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, that's
And I thought,
heavy.
yeah, when I did it the first time too, I was like, man, this dude's about to be. I mean, I hadn't heard him live ever. I don't think. I just knew of him, knew a bunch of his music. So I was just like, this dude's gonna be washed, man. But that dude's voice, he aged like fine wine, man.
Oh,
Like
I don't doubt it, man.
he sounds incredible. You know,
That's wild. Now all you need is Rudy mix in front of house for that gig, and you'll be winning for
oh, that'll sound worse than it does now.
real. Don't let him do it, Rudy. Don't let him do it.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
man. Yeah, with like we would do 2.5 hours, on a show, on a tour. But 45 minutes of that is ministry time with him be just going and going and going and flowing. So it's not really, there's not a bunch of music to remember. A lot of it is just being filled by your vocabulary and worship instinct and stuff like that.
Right,
So
right.
even on those, even though I've done a lot of long shows like that, it's not ever been that much like music content to remember for me, because so much
Yeah.
of it, you know how it goes. We're just like going in the moment. It's
Yeah,
not
man,
really
and then that's the thing
pre-planned.
with church too, like just in general. If you came up in church, like I mean, none of it is really ever like hard like that. It's
Right.
crazy like how many dudes that are like for real players, like real players, but that have never done church. They get to those moments. Some of them you can get to those moments sometimes and they're just like they don't know what to do, you know what I'm saying? They're
Yeah.
like deers in headlights, and even though there's some of them are like phenomenal, it's just like they just
Worship
don't know how to
instinct is a real thing, man.
yeah, I mean they just don't know how to navigate those moments.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, man. It's a real
Yeah,
thing.
it's like I'll never forget. When I was like 19, I started playing at a church here in Arlington called High Point Church, and the Chuck Bethany
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
playing. He was playing, and Mike was the worship pastor, and I would be playing, and we'd finish a song, and I'd kind of just hands in my lap, look up, and they're doing that thing, and Chuck would just turn around and look at me like I was crazy. We're like, why are you not playing right now? Like, why are your hands in your lap, bro? Put your
Yeah.
hands on. He would do this, symbols, symbols, symbols. I mean, like, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Keep contributing. You know what I mean? And find a way to do it dynamically, fit under the mix. Obviously, as a drummer, you can't smash away when somebody's speaking in the mic. But so yeah, man, I
Man, you
that
can, you'll
was
just get fired.
exactly. So yeah, I was thankful to have times with guys like that, man. That seasoned guys like that were able to kind of help my Worship Intuition vibe come along a lot. That definitely played a big role for me with a guy like Marco because he's is a lot of flow with MB. So
Yeah, bro. I
um,
mean, when we did conference, I mean, those songs were all the songs were like 15 minutes at
yeah,
least, you know.
yeah, we put out a 20-minute song on this last. Well, not yeah, the 2020 was it 25? Yeah, it was 25, right? The 2025 album. Aliento is the name of it. That one has a 20-minute medley on it. You know what I mean? With a
Yeah, man.
fire flow. Like honestly,
Hey,
I hate
I
that
was about
there's
to
a
say, I was
fire
about to say
flow.
that it's fire, bro.
At the end of there's a flow with Yvonne, kind of her and Sam kind of go, and it's fire, bro. And I kind of hate that moment kind of got buried by the fact that it's at the end of a 20-minute track. If you're in here, go find Yvonne's moment there at the end of that. And it's in English too, which I loved. It's a Spanish album, and she just started
What is it?
ministering in
What was
English.
the actual track called? Like which song is
It's
it?
the is it Ben Espíritu Ben medley
Is that what it is?
or No hay nadie como tú medley?
That was fire too, bro. Man, I
It's
went
one of
to
the
listen to that.
classics.
I went to listen to that. I listened to it on the plane actually. I was going somewhere when it dropped, and I was like, man, this is fire, bro.
Yeah. When you take time away from a project, bro, it's like so necessary. I gotta get fresh ears because when I'm done with something, I get the mixes back. I get running by the artist, whatever it goes out. I never want to hear it again, personally, because you just heard it so many times. And
Yeah, a
then
billion
take a
times.
year off. And I actually just listened the other day as well uh, to one of the tracks, and just like, man, I'm I'm happy about doing that project. I'm glad we did that with that group of guys at that time. I think it was fun, man. It was a good project.
Yeah, I don't think I've listened to it this year. I need to go check it out again.
I just listened to it the other day. It's weird how time, well, obviously, man, you just get fresh. You refresh your ears on stuff. You forget all the little things that kind of take you out of being able to like, just appreciate the music and the moments because you're so deep off in the weeds of it.
Yeah.
And it's like once your brain can detach from some of that stuff and you listen, and that is not that's not firing in your subconscious, like you can appreciate the music so much more. It's a trip. Um, so is Aliento conference officially done? I don't think so, bro. I think it's just officially done in Dallas. I think you'll see it happen, and you'll see it happen probably more often than you've ever seen it happen. I think, and most likely you'll see it around in different cities. And so, yeah, not a goodbye just to see you later, but maybe a goodbye for Dallas. And I don't think it's gonna happen in Dallas, uh,
I mean, how long has it
from what I'm
happened here?
hearing.
It's been forever, right? It's been happening here for a while.
I think it was. Yeah, I might be wrong, but I think it was 26 years. 20, like I think 99 or 2000 was the first one
And
in
they've all been
Dallas.
here every year.
They've all been here every year since then, for sure. We did the one in Guatemala last year. That was an Aliento conference where we recorded.
Yeah.
It was just a 1 day one. So I mean, there's been a couple little events like that, but yeah, that
Oh,
was
it was crazy how many people there were there.
dude, yeah. And
That
what
church is massive, dude. That
Casa de
church is
Dios is crazy.
yeah, it's massive. And then there was like a couple of thousand people in the overflow too. That's insane, bro. It was
There's people in
massive.
the aisles. Um, yeah, it was wild. It's funny the contrast from Dallas, where there's 1,300 people, 1,500 people, 1,600 people, 1,200 people, and then the same exact event in Latin America, almost in any other city, is definitely
Yeah, it
it's
was like 14,000 people.
well, the venue seats like 13, but we were over 13, which was thankfully it wasn't somewhere in the states where they got a fire marshal because they would have shut us down for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a blast, man. I had a blast, man. Even though I was playing drums and that was not exactly my plan. I think it was a fiasco in the post production because of that too. Ending up with two drummers on you know what I mean? It was just it wasn't exactly how uh, it wasn't exactly the plan, but. Uh, Yeah, man. It was a fun project, and I didn't do anything crazy, man. Really, what you hear is what happened live. Like that was us live. There's maybe a texture here or there. Obviously, I edited like the basics, but like we didn't do a bunch of sound design after, the sounds that were there. That's the sounds that Lemuel and Sam were playing live. I might have added a little drum pad or, some stuff here and there. Or if I needed to accentuate, or if I couldn't get a clean edit or something, maybe I would remake a sound and just replay it. But it was their part, you know what I mean? It's not like I
Yeah.
was reinventing stuff or producing out a bunch of new parts. Like that was us live, bro. So like for being, and that's what I wanted it to be. It was called Aliento. I wanted it to be raw. I wanted it to just be a representation of what was happening on the stage, which is kind of what I think Marco had been historically. Not a bunch of fluff, not a bunch of overproduction. And so dude, I was happy, thankful with the Lord, man, for the process and being able to arrange with you, which was always like a dream, and finally getting to work together and on a
Yeah, that
project
was
after hanging out for so long and not really working together.
yeah, that was
Uh,
dope, man. It would
you're
have been
out
dope if we
there.
had like some for real time, man. I feel like if we had some for real time to for real do some stuff, it could have been. I mean, not that it wasn't good, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
if we would have sat here and because I mean, a bunch of it was like, all right, we got to knock these out real quick because rehearsal and
yeah.
everybody's scheduled too, man. I remember that we were like super. Paul, don't lie to my guy, please. So, um, no, yeah, it was. I remember I was super busy around that time, and we had to kind of just fit those sessions in like randomly at a 2 p.m. on whatever day, and 6 p.m. here, 3 p.m. here, and
Yeah, I mean, and guys flying in, and adding artists, adding covers, adding, you know what I mean? Like it was recording in two different venues for one record. Uh that was definitely a lot. There's definitely a lot to it, man. But yeah, man, I'm thankful, bro. I hope people are blessed. And you know that you remember Queruja, that one. Marco added it like at dinner right before we walked out to play, bro.
yeah,
Like you remember, like we
yeah, I
didn't rehearse
remember.
it.
I
We
remember because I remember like thinking, what am I gonna play? You know, because I hate. I'm not like a. I'm not a fan at all of the type of players that are like doodlers, and they
right,
just sit there and they're just playing random stuff the whole time, like, bro, that's such a pet peeve of mine. When I hear somebody do that, I'm like, dog, like, just pick something, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
pick something and do it, because that's the
play a part.
role. Yeah, like, that's the role of
Yeah,
of a guitar, bro. Like, sit there and know your role, you know what I'm saying?
right, right.
And so I just remember thinking that, like, oh, I got to come up with, like, I got to think of something, on the spot. And I think I like what ended up there. I don't remember what it was, but I think I was like, okay, I think this is cool. I think it ended up being something with like a dotted eighth thing or something, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Kind of safe worship vibes.
yeah,
I think that's something to talk about these days, man. Because so much worship stuff that I see coming from younger cats these days. That kind of there's no more parts. Like they're using dynamics, but there's not like a lot of parts being written or played. It's just like what are you feeling in the moment. So the dynamics of a song will be similar every time they play it, but the parts are not the same. There's a lot of just like cymbals and builds for days. Like I think there's times where I'll hear, 4 minutes of a song where they don't land a groove. It's just down and then building suspense and building, and then bridge comes down. And then they build, and then they get to the chorus after the bridge, and it's cymbals, bro. It's not the groove. They make you wait one more time, and then go to the cymbals. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's a different vibe, you know. Uh, but I appreciate the parts. But if you go back and you listen to all the music, all that classic music, it's just incredible parts being written and executed out, uh like the guitar parts, pop guitar parts, MJ guitar parts, like that's just like masterful writing and like ensemble, you know, participation by a guitarist, if you will, man. It's like incredible.
Mhm. Yeah, that's man, that's like my favorite. You know, like just like what you said with MJ. All the guitar players. Paul Jackson Jr., Steve Lukather, David Williams. Like those dudes were. I mean, they could all play. They could go to the moon. Especially like Steve Lukather. That dude could literally play anything.
Right,
But you sit there and you hear the records, and he's tick, 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 tick. He's not. Look what I can
yeah,
do in playing
right,
everything he knows all at once, just because he
yeah,
can. And what's great's crazy, like I'm always blown away by because if you listen to him in that era, I mean, just him as a player, like he's always a guy, like he likes to play. So
right,
he was always like a super aggressive player. All the little clips that you see him on, he's like shredding. Like he
right,
loves that. Like he's a rocker, at heart. So for him to have the bandwidth to turn it off like to that extreme, you know what I'm
right,
saying? And sit there and play two notes the whole song, but
yeah,
they're incredible. It's like you couldn't have picked two better notes to play. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like it's that kind of thing. Like, bro, just his common tones, like he's like the master of like common tones, and just knowing, hey, this two or three notes are gonna fit perfect over everything that's being played,
right,
and that's just studying. He was a big fan of Jay Graydon, and it's that same thing. Like you study these dudes who are like they're the masters of the instrument, and it's not and not like I can play everything because even though they
right,
can, but just like learning the application of what your instrument actually is supposed to be doing, you
right,
know? And I feel like that's lost now. That's like a lost art now, bro. It's like you can't find anybody that's doing that now, especially a bunch of the younger. The younger it is, the younger they are, the less that they're doing it. You
right.
open Instagram now, bro, and it's just diarrhea of the hands. And people just cannot stop.
Well,
They
bro,
cannot
I
stop, man. It's
that's
just
like a whole thing for me, like, cause now it's like, well, what does your Instagram look like to get a gig? You know what I mean? And it's just like, who cares what your Instagram looks like? How does it feel when we play together? That's what I care about. You know what I mean? Like
or when you play with anyone else, because let me get all these clips. Everybody's just playing by
by
themselves,
themselves, yeah,
and it's like that's not playing with the band, bro. And that makes that's a huge thing, bro. Like you playing
yeah,
live with people, bro. There's so many dudes. There's this bass player who I'm not gonna name, who's the dude's like technically like incredible, but you hear him play in a band format and it's like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
you don't know how to turn it off at all. And they're older too, which is the sad part. They're older
yeah,
than I am. And it's just like, how is that? I mean, you swear you're like 18, like the way you playing, like if you still have to prove something to someone or,
right, right.
you know, and then people will
It's
use the excuse like, you know, well, just you're just saying that because you can't do it. Or I was like, sure, buddy. Okay, cool. Like if that's what you wanna, that's the road you want to take. That's fine.
right, nah,
But if you go listen to records or look at the dudes who are actually working, bro, that's not what they're doing
nah,
at all. I mean, nowhere are you gonna, you're not, bro. You're on any gig like with an artist. I mean, that's the thing you got to realize, bro. It's not our names on the marquee when we're
yeah,
playing any of these gigs. First of all, nobody cares that you're there. They care about seeing the artist. It could be anybody up there, and it wouldn't make the consumer or the whoever's in the
right,
audience. It would make them no difference because they're there to see
yeah.
whoever's name is on that
When you
marquee.
like,
Yeah.
what you got to understand is when you can play for a higher with a higher perspective, like, and play a part in an ensemble so that we can have a greater effect, have a more excellent presentation and amplify the anointing and reach more people, or have a more excellent presentation and really lock it in as a group for the greater purpose. That greater purpose, the sum of all the parts, will always be more impactful and reach more people, be it Christian or not, whatever, than the individual, right? And so, like, when you're playing on Instagram, you're playing for the musician, you're playing for the gig, you're playing to show your skill. But that's the lower vibration, like, version of that, man. You are literally playing to less people because, like, and as musicians, you end up in the algorithm where that's all you see. But it's hard to, you got to remember that out in the real world, like, there's a solid majority of people that have no idea what you're playing, and they don't care about how fast you can play polyrhythms over square stuff on your feet, and you know what I mean, polyrhythms in your hands at 190 bpms. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's incredible. I will never be able to do that. But like, I also have a lot of spins on my Muso AI stats. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a greater purpose. And so, anyways, it's like, what's the focus of your playing, man? What are you lifting up with your playing? Is it your skill? Is it, you know, or is there a greater purpose behind what you're trying to put out with your skills? And so, anyways, yeah, bro. I don't mean to get all deep or weird.
Oh yeah, might be the other side of that too. Is like, are you trying to get paid or not? Like this,
Well, yeah,
if you're trying to do this
exactly.
professionally, like, you know, I remember Daniel, my cousin Daniel, years ago. Actually, it was what was this? Man, it was a little after we had moved back from Waco, so this has to have been like maybe 2008 ish.
Right.
He came over to visit. I hadn't seen him in a minute, and God, I can't believe I just said that. It was 2008. That was a long time ago. Was that 18 years ago? But anyways, he had came over and we set Stone's kid up there in like a little like formal dining room, and so it was just me and him. We were just kind of there shedding,
Right.
and I had only heard him play, the CCM stuff and like rock stuff. He was in that. He had a band at the time. What were they called? Kings something. Kings Fall.
Oh yeah, I
I
remember
think
that.
I think
I
it was
remember
called
that.
Kings Fall. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
with the dude who like the worship leader. Was that dude? I think his name was Josh from
I don't think I knew the
Covenant.
rest of the
He
band.
was at
Yeah, the
Covenant. Yeah,
Covenant
he
guys for
left.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. But anyways, yeah, yeah. So I had only heard him play stuff like that, and he came over and we were there shitting, and we kind of started playing, and he started like playing like out, and I was like, oh, like he can play, bro.
Yeah.
Like Daniel can for real play. Like he has the facility to do some of that
Oh yeah.
crazy stuff, the odd meter stuff. Like the dude can, I mean, he can play. Daniel can for real play the drums, bro. He's like a
Oh yeah.
serious player. And I remember asking him, when we were done, like, man, how come you don't ever, I don't ever hear you. I didn't know you could play like that. Like I don't ever hear you play stuff like that ever.
Right.
And I remember he told me like this, he said, gives me this, bro. He's like, and all of this, you get this,
Yeah, exactly.
you know? And it's just like, I mean, that's super true, bro. Like that's exactly how it's that thing, man. It's like you do that and everybody's like, that's amazing. But the dude who's playing four on the floor, it's like, yeah, you're hired though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly, bro. Yeah, that's all day. Board man gets paid. You know what I mean? Uh, that's a real thing. And music, for drummers especially, if you can lock down the pocket, even if you don't have super flash, but you got the feel. I mean, you're gonna get the gig a lot of the
Yeah,
time, man.
it's feel, bro. That's really, you said it right there. And that's what I tell everybody is feel. If you
Yeah,
have if you feel right, that's what music really is at the end of the day.
yeah.
Just like, bro, a lot of these MJ, going back to Michael Jackson, a bunch of his stems, like I have a bunch of his stems, stuff stemmed out, and you go and listen to that stuff, and man, it's not like the performances are not like these immaculate performances. You go and you hear them, like, man, it's actually kind of like not that they're losing, but it was like, if it was me, I'm I'd want to go back and redo
Get
it.
another take. Yeah.
Yeah, like let me get it again. But so it's not like technically like on a billion, but the feel is on a trillion, bro. The
Yeah.
feel of it is, I mean, you it's undeniable,
Right.
and that's what all his music is, bro. a bunch of, like I said, a bunch of the takes are not, you know, you hear all this noise from whatever, and but it's just incredible. Like the performance, like the feel is, like I said, it's just off the charts, man.
Yeah, when you hear it come together, I've solo stuff up in those sessions as well. I think you probably sent them to me. You're probably the one that gave them to me. You were Rico,
Yeah,
and you solo them up, and you're like, oh, they're rushed, like for sure, they're rushing it,
yeah,
like with
yeah,
that
yeah,
cowbell. It's like, but then you put it all in the mix, and it's just incredible. Like it's just butter. Like they were working as a unit. You know, obviously they weren't tracking to clicks back then. So, or do you think? Well,
well,
it
I
depends
think
what year the MJ stuff, because a
yeah.
lot of that stuff is '80s, and that's super
Mm.
quantized vibes.
Yeah, yeah. I think a bunch of the I heard I saw an interview with Steve Lukather, and he was talking about when they did Beat It,
Right,
and he was saying how, I forget, something had happened, like Quincy wanted them to like redo the track, and it was just him and Jeff Porcaro,
right.
right? And he was like, I need y'all to redo this. So they went to one of the other rooms, and there was no click or anything. So Jeff Porcaro went, and he's like, bro, it's like solo Mike's lead vocal, because the bleed was so loud. He's like, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the bleed from his lead vocal to make a click track with sticks, and
Oh my
that's how we're
god.
gonna be able to
Yeah,
do the track, and that's how it came to be, bro. Like he went
that's
and
hilarious, bro.
had like a homemade click, if you will, of him just playing with the sticks, and that was their click. He just followed Mike's bleed from the headphones, and
Right.
that's how he made the click. But bro, that whole track, I mean, I mean, Steve Lukather played guitar and bass, you know, because Quincy was like, who are we gonna get to play bass? And he's like, bro, I mean, it's just the guitar riff. I mean, I can play that, and you don't have to be Jocko to play that or
Right.
whatever. So Steve Lukather played guitar and bass. And he said by the time they got the track, that Van Halen's solo was already on there.
Mm,
So he just played. I mean, they just played it, and it's just drums. You know, think about it. It's just drums, guitars, and bass, and Mike's vocals. You know,
right.
and that's literally it. You know, and then Mike did all that percussion stuff where he's banging on a suitcase. Dun, 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 dun. You know, that's him. That's
Right.
Mike
Right.
literally banging on like a suitcase or something. And that's the track, bro. You know, it's not like a million things happening. And
Yeah.
but it's just so crazy. Like I love watching stories like that, like of how certain songs came to be, and you know, just the backstory of, man, I wish I was a fly on the wall for all of those sessions. The Thriller, like, I mean, that's probably my single favorite album of all time, bro.
Yeah.
Like that one, or Bad, I don't know. Like one of those two has to be like my favorite albums of all. That's one of my, those are, both of those are my, you know, Desert Island records for sure.
Right.
Like five, actually, okay, that's a good question. Like what if you had, if you know, Desert Island, what are your five Desert Island records?
Man, that's tough, bro. That is tough.
You were gonna be stuck
Um,
and could never listen to anything else but these five records. What will yours be?
sh- sh- well, I think for nostalgia for myself and just how I grew up in my years as a teenager, and
I know you have a Mana record in there.
yeah, it's gonna have to be a Mana record on there. Like, um, man, I'm not gonna lie. I think Sueños Líquidos is my favorite. Like Mana vibes, tones, drum tones. Like it's still kind of acousticy. It's not real poppy yet there, but they're kind of they're like mainstream. They're already like on the radio and whatnot. So I don't know. That's just like a great album, man. Some of the greatest tones I've ever heard, drum tones and guitar tones, period, have been from Mana album. So definitely, I would say Sueños Líquidos from Mana. And then another one that's just impactful to me, completely random, but just impactful to me and my growing up and what I was listening to as a young musician and as a young church. musician was the rebirth of Kirk Franklin. Like there's nothing like, I mean, that's Dallas. There's a ton of incredible music on there, incredible feel, all that. But that's really nostalgia. Two nostalgia picks for me so far. Uh, Let me think. Um, what was like other stuff that was super impactful to me musically? I think like kind of blue has got to be on there as well. Um, it's kind of blues. Bill, what's his last name?
Evans.
Bill Evans played on Kind of Blue. No,
Mm,
I'm pretty sure that's the case. It's that album that I'm talking about with Miles that I
yep.
like.
Yep.
I've
Yep.
just spent a lot of time watching them talk about those projects and like, reminisce on what it was, and then you listen back with that context, and it's mind blowing. Uh, it's just the feel, like you said, man. There's like no replicating. That's a musical thing for me. Like that's something to reach for as a musician for me. Is like I like to play piano. Obviously, I'm a drummer, but I love bass and I love piano. But even though I really love bass, and so like that's stuff that I think I appreciate more as like a keys player or as a bass player. Is that when I'll take forever thinking of more albums. You got all five?
Do I have five?
Yeah, you got five. You can name off the rip.
Um, Thriller is definitely one. Um, John McLaughlin's Que Alegria is another for sure.
Hmm.
Victor Wooten's Yin Yang album, like that
Hmm.
record changed my life, bro. I've probably listened to that record more than any other record I've ever listened to. I think maybe,
Right.
and that's a record that I can listen to like top to bottom without skipping. Like it's so amazing. Like that's like prime Vic, bro. Like, so
Yeah.
that's three, right? That's three. Thriller,
Yep.
Galeria, Yin Yang.
Is that with his brothers?
It's not. No, it's not just his brothers. I mean, he has.
Okay.
I mean, they're on there, but it's not just his brothers.
Right. Gotcha.
But yeah, so that yeah, Thriller, Galeria, Yin Yang. What other two? I mean, one of Matheny's record has to be on there for me, man. It's probably Letter from Home. His record Letter from Home, which was like in I think '89. That record changed my life. That's the first Matheny record. That's how I was introduced to Matheny,
Right.
and that remains my favorite record of his. And then I don't know. Maybe Rebirth is on there.
Dude, pretty good.
Maybe five is Rebirth. I think maybe my list is probably a little too musician heavy. I don't know. I got one pop record, the greatest pop record of all time, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then arguably the greatest gospel record of all time.
No
And
doubt.
then those other three is definitely my musician. You know, Kelly Diaz definitely on there. Like I said, my McLaughlin's like my, I don't know, depending on the day, my favorite guitar player, and Matheny's the other. So I have to have one of each of theirs on there. And then bass is my favorite instrument. So
Right.
You know, Vic is on
Absolutely.
there. And then on McLaughlin's album, that's Dominique Piazza, who's one of my absolute favorite bass players of all time. And he was young then. That record's incredible, bro. And it's Treelock or two on. It's not
Mm.
even drums. It's like percussion drum hybrid kit thing, and
Yeah.
it's amazing. And that's like those are like my favorite McLaughlin years too, man. Like he was just on something different. Well, he was, everybody loves like his Mahavishnu stuff, which is like they changed. I mean, that's like they're like revolutionized what that stuff was at the time.
Right.
So I mean, then he's done a lot too. He's done that stuff. It's like rock, fusion, jazz stuff, and then then he's done some straight jazz stuff, and then like that record "Que Alegría" was a trio. Like I said, it was just him, Dominic DiPiazza, and Treelock, and it's like real world music. He's on a nylon, but he's on a
Yeah.
nylon with a guitar synth, so it's crazy. I mean, he was like one of the first ones doing that, using
Yeah.
at least incorporating it that heavy. I mean, it's like on every song, and it sounds like a board, and the way he was able to do it was crazy. But yeah, I didn't know people could play guitar like that, bro. Like he was like the first one that I was like my saying. I have one of my tios. His name's Daniel. Actually, it's funny. Daniel, my cousin Daniel, my tio Daniel.
Yeah.
But he was like kind of like my Yoda man. Like he put me on. I didn't know what music was really until he played guitar. What's crazy too,
Right.
man. He was phenomenal. Like he was a incredible player. But man, he got tendonitis like young. I want to say he was like in his early 30s, and it was in
Right.
his left hand, man, like his fingering hand, fretting hand. So man, he got to the point real fast. By the time I really started playing, he was like already at that point, like he could play like 10 minutes, and then he was
Yeah.
done,
He's in
and like
pain.
done, yeah, like he was in pain, like he couldn't use his hand for the rest of the day type thing. So
Yeah.
and he was already playing like his on guitar like eight. The string gauge was like an eights, were like super ultra light, like nobody plays on eights, But
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
literally all his head could handle at the time. But bro, even like he was super unique, bro. Like to this day, like he had his own voice for sure, but he was like a hermit, bro. Like he never went out. No one ever knew him. Like he could have been one of those dudes for real. Like
That's
for
wild.
real. Like his right hand technique, like his rhythm was crazy. But like I said, he never went out. What he did most of his life, he was just giving lessons. He gave lessons to people.
Right.
And what's crazy, bro, he was teaching this kid. Um, what was his name? I mean, he was older than me by a few years. He was probably maybe almost 10 years older than me. But his name was oh my god, I can't even forget his name. Was it Butch or Buck? I forget what his last name was. I cannot believe I'm forgetting either.
Mm.
But he was like another like Stevie Ray Vaughan, man. Like the kid could sing too. He could sing and play. And he was phenomenal, bro. Like the videos that he showed me, like he would have been like for real. He would have been the next like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
That's
But he
wild.
came from money. He came from money, and his parents just put him, just to give him something to do. So my Theo taught him since he was young. I think he started with him when he was like 6 or 7. And by the
Right.
time I knew who he was probably already like 18, 19, and I was like 11, maybe 12.
Right.
But anyways, he started talking about how he wanted to do music. Like that's what he wanted to do as a career. And his dad, like that's when they yanked him from it because they were both like doctors and they wanted him to be a doctor.
Right. Right.
So they like, they completely stopped him from taking lessons, and like they didn't want him to do that. But he was phenomenal, bro. He had that thing on him where he for real could have been like the next for real, like legit Stevie Ray Vaughan type thing. He was
Yeah.
incredible. God, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Buck or Butch. It's one of those.
Yeah. My
But
my musical, like, I don't think I could do two more albums of one musical, like musically heavy thing, because like drummers and bass players besides Victor, I mean, and Jocko, of course, we're not really putting out albums like that. You know what I mean? There's like a Dave Weckl album, but nobody, because it's, you know what I mean. Those are not like, he was probably one of my favorite drummers, but like some of the, I would probably fill two albums worth of like Spiral Gyra, because I loved like Joe Rosenblatt on drums and also Bonnie B on drums, and they were like a generation in like the late '90s, mid to late '90s, of drummers for Spiral Gyra, and I listened to a lot of that back then. And then like also, well, yeah, Spiral Gyra. What else was I like nerding out to? when I was young. I don't know. I guess it doesn't have to be when I was young. It was a lot of jazz fusion stuff, man. Like Chick Corea, because Dave Weckl. Like it's really anybody my favorite drummers were playing with.
Yeah, man. Like that
So that's
beneath
kind of like
that beneath the mask record is crazy. You know,
right.
his Electric Band with Dave Weckl, like that band, the Frank Gambale, Dave Weckl,
Chick
Dimebag
Corea, no?
Fucci. Yeah, Chick Corea. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a Chick Corea's actual music. Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. It's like composed. My musically nerdy stuff is composed of just whoever my favorite drummers were playing with back then. And I never like bought those albums. I was buying like comedy albums, bro. I would buy like Cheech and Chong albums and like all kinds of, bro. I love comedy. I love comedy big time. So I listen to all kinds of stuff. I listen to podcasts heavy now too. So I do a lot of listening that's not music stuff these days too.
yeah. I don't. I'm the same way, bro. I think people would be shocked the lack of music content that I consume. Because
Right.
like I'm just like, especially like social media, bro. Like I don't like I'm just. It kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier. I'm so over opening Instagram and just everybody's playing a million miles an hour and everybody thinks it's the greatest thing ever. And I'm just like, bro, how didn't I get tired of that? Like just all the notes, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
billion, million notes, you know? And yeah, man, I don't know. Maybe we're just getting old, Paul.
I think we are
maybe,
definitely
maybe,
getting
maybe we're
old.
just, maybe we're just getting old is what it
That
is,
doesn't mean we're wrong though.
you know?
But we are getting old.
Yeah,
God,
it's
at
just,
least it
I don't, bro. Like I don't, it's the same thing, bro. Like I don't, you know, my Instagram account. I mean, I'm just following all my homies. You know, like I don't follow a lot of people. It's just all my homies or family or and everybody that I'm following is people that I know, like actually know in person, and they have like my number and vice versa type thing. You know.
right.
Then I got my burner account, and I'm following like 3,000 accounts, but none of them are music at all.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all like random stuff, bro. Like I follow this random account, this dude that's like in you know some rural area in like China making like these quilts and all the dyes he has to make them like by they make everything from scratch and it's crazy, like
Right.
or like artists like
Yeah.
painting artist type thing or
Right.
cars or meme pages. I follow a billion meme pages,
Bro,
you know,
I'm
because I
heavy
like
off
music. I'm
in
just yeah,
no, I hear
yeah, I'm
you.
just
I'm heavy off in into some random channels that I'm surprised I watch. Japanese art, print stuff, weird stuff. Um, but I'm deep off in the aliens too, brother. We got to talk about the
yeah.
aliens.
Bro, I'm big into all the conspiracy theories, bro. My dad
Yeah,
was like
that's
that, but my dad was like a conspiracy theorist. I don't know if I don't think I'm a conspiracy theorist. I don't know.
right.
Maybe I am. I don't know. I like watching a lot of it. Like
Yeah,
I'm
no,
a,
it's fun. Rabbit holes are fun for sure, and
and
that
then you'll end
definitely
up
gets
on
a good
them,
part of my
and then
time.
YouTube is good for that too, bro. You'll just be. I mean, you'll start and or yeah, you'll start watching something and you're just on there for 5 hours. At 3 o'clock in the morning. Or it's the opposite. You'll start off looking up whatever how to fix whatever change the light bulb in your car and then you end up watching you know some guy cooking in a restaurant in Japan, what I'm
Right.
saying, like over you're like how did I even end up here, you're just clicking around. I love it. YouTube is my favorite, but that's literally what I spend the most of my time on. Like
Yeah, if
I'm always on YouTube, bro.
when I'm on a device, it's definitely a lot of YouTube and just consuming information, random stuff. Yeah, the YouTube rabbit holes are the best. There's some great channels out there, man. There's some dope channels out there.
And there's some terrible ones too. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, I mean, it's whatever. All right. Freedom of speech. Right. So sometimes it's like, bro, how does this, you should not be allowed to speak on this subject, bro. Like, or just a bunch of people. I mean, now everybody has a platform. That's the
Right.
thing. That's social media, and
Yeah.
it's so wrong. Even especially with this music thing. There's some dudes on here, and I'm just like, you should not be giving anyone advice, bro. Like it's just that's totally you're setting people up for failure because that's not how
Right.
it goes at all. And so much time it's not even playing. It's just like their advice. Period. It's like that's not that you can't do that. That's not real world. That's not how any of this really works at all. But
Yeah,
people just
man.
don't know. People just don't know, and you don't know unless you have to have really done this thing, bro. Like for real traveled and like people are like, I'm going on tour and they're gone for 3 days. It's like, bro, that's not you're not on tour, bro. You
Yeah.
know? Or
Yeah.
I'm going out 2 different weekends and for a couple of months in a row. It's like, bro, that's not you're
Yeah,
not on
man. You
tour,
had a
bro.
couple
Like,
gigs. You had a couple
yeah,
gigs.
those are spot dates, bro. You know what I'm saying? Those are
Yeah.
spot
Yeah.
dates. So it's funny, bro. Or like you'll see people I see a lot of dudes put up like my tour calendar for the next few months or whatever, and it's like church on Sunday, church on Sunday, church on Sunday, playing at this winery on Wednesday, churches on
Right.
Thursday, playing a private event. Private. That's the one that's hilarious to me, where it says just private event, because I'm just like, bro,
Right.
what? You're posting private event. It just says private event, private event, private event.
It's
Then you're out with an
hilarious.
artist. I'm out with this artist for these 2 days, and it's like, okay, I guess, I'm just like, I don't know. I guess I just don't care that much, bro. I mean, I rarely post, bro, when I'm out now. So people could get the
Yeah.
misconception that I'm not working real fast.
Right.
But it's like, you know, we're always doing something, you
Yeah,
know?
we're just old enough that I guess like we were working before IG was how you got work. And so I can still kind of get work without having to, like post all the time and. So I'm horrible at it too, bro. I never post myself playing. You can hear me playing on a bunch of projects or a bunch of YouTube videos or whatever, but I don't post myself playing on the IG. Like I I'm bad at that. Like I don't know. I don't want to encourage it. I don't know. It's like, are we gonna change it? Like if we discourage it, you know what I mean? No, right? So,
No, it is
I'm,
where it is where it is. And it's here to stay for sure.
yeah, no doubt,
It's
no
just,
doubt. I'm just thankful I was able to. I'm just before the time. Like now, there's so much AI stuff. Like people are skeptical about everything about music. Did you make that? Did you produce that? You know what I mean? Like I'm glad I did a few projects before AI was a thing, so that like there's no question that I'm not like a complete fraud in production, man. That's like something people. But also I think people are not gonna care going forward too. It's just gonna
yeah.
keep changing. Like there's a lot of people that are fighting AI, especially in music, in the arts and creativity. They kind of hate it. It's the enemy. But I think it's just a matter of time, man, before it just
Yeah, but
becomes
I mean,
accepted.
it's that thing too, man, where there's just something about it's the feel that you can't replicate. And that's what we were just talking about. And
Right.
that's one thing that it cannot do and it will never be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I could sit there and play the right notes and whatnot. But even then, I mean, yeah, it's like really advanced now. But
Right.
even then, it's just like it'll never feel right. Like it's just wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear it. I mean, even now, like I said, with all if you know if you do this for real, what we do, it's super
Yeah.
apparent real fast. You can
Yeah.
hear it, you hear all the little artifacts that are there from it. And
Yeah.
it's like
It's
a dead giveaway
in.
real quick. Immediately but
It hasn't passed the what is it called? The Turing test. I think that's what they call it. To where like an AI, like if you can't tell you're talking to a computer, that's the Turing test. The guy's last name was Turing,
Oh, okay.
and like Turin or ing, something like that. But anyways, basically that test has been passed now, like in real life. Like you could be talking to an AI on the phone and not really realize it for a few seconds. Like you can be fooled for a little bit. With music, it's not there yet, bro. You can hear the weird warbly digital, like that piano is changing between a Rhodes and a piano like within one bar. Why, how is this possible, you know? So like yeah, with that it's, but it's great for idea generation, that it
Oh
is
yeah,
good
you
for right
demo can
now.
spit out demos real quick with the
Yeah.
idea. I remember when I first got hit to Suno, actually it was you. I think you put me onto it. And I
Yeah.
sat there and I was like, I gave it all these progressions. Hey, I want this to be, here's a song, the verse, this is the progression. This is the progression for the, you know, pre, here's the
Right.
hook, here's the bridge. And I just prompted it whatever stylistically that I wanted it to be. And I was just like floored. I was like, whoa. Like it was super fast. You know, and it does multiple ideas too, all at
Yeah.
once. So
It's crazy, bro.
it's good. Like it's cool for that. You know, you can really, really quick little inspiration. You know, it's like, oh, that's cool. I can, you know,
Yeah.
that's a little thing. I mean, you really got to sit there and replay everything though, because it just sounds like if you sit there and stem it out. I mean, it sounds like
The
garbage.
stems out of Suno are bad. They're
Yeah.
really bad. Like really, really bad. And yeah, it's they put out like the demo scene in Nashville that existed out there. Anybody that like did demos for a living or did rough mixes for a living, that those guys got affected by that. But overall, you can't do a mainstream. Well, you can, especially like in the pop world. But you can tell, bro. You can tell it's the vocal, with vocals especially. You can really tell when it's like it feels canned for some reason. There's something about it that just feels canned and digital and not authentic. Um, like somebody was showing me this last week, cumbia worship songs from an AI artist. It had like 600,000 monthly listeners, 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. It was like straight up sound canned. Every song was definitely coming from the same Suno account, bro. Like the same guy prompting, the same guy. You know what I mean? Like it sounded exactly the same. Um, but some people don't hear it, man. I guess I don't know, or they don't care. There's a lot of people listening to that Spotify channel. I'll tell you that. Um, so yeah, I don't know, man. It's just time. You know, in another year, 2 years, who knows where it's gonna be, what it's gonna sound like, and you know how people will feel about it.
We did this, or I did this award show earlier this year. I told you about the one in LA with Erskine and them.
Right.
And one of the songs we did, they sent it to us, and literally it starts like with this horn line, right? So it's like super apparent real quick that it's AI because you hear all the artifacts real fast at the top, right? And it was hilarious because it's this gospel song. It's like a gospel choir song.
Right.
And it was just like the funniest thing in the world to me. Cause like the choir and then the lead vocalist, I mean, it was kind of racist. That's what I thought when I heard it. I was like, bro, this is super racist.
It's
Like the
hilarious.
way the like who prompted this? Like, cause that's like
Right.
racist, bro. Like it's hilarious. But it was just like crazy because I was just cracking up the whole time. Cause it's just like a bunch of it didn't make sense. Like it's all the well, I guess something was as intricate as like gospel, you know, it kind of it doesn't know like how because it's not you know 1564,
Right. Right.
so it's like it didn't know how to, it just threw all these like generic gospel-ish ideas together,
Right.
you know, but then it would like wouldn't repeat sections, so it was like confused, so it just literally the whole thing ended up being like this long, it was like 6 minutes and it just like never repeated anything musically. So it was funny because it was just like its interpretation of it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. It can
It was
only
just so hilarious.
it only regurgitates. You know what I mean? So if it
Yeah.
hasn't been fed a lot of that stuff, it doesn't have context, bro. It can't do. It's not gonna think of stuff like that, which is it says a lot to me, honestly, about AI, like about what it actually is, or at least this version, the large language model version of it. You know, um, it's not like really. It doesn't create really. It just regurgitates. So that's the thing. How long have we been going, man? Let's see.
I have no idea
Let me
what,
rewind this and see.
what time did
Can
we end
I?
up starting.
We've been going for an hour and 35 minutes.
We started at we started at 9 exactly.
Basically, yeah, right at 9 exactly almost.
Oh,
That's crazy. I think we can call it, man. I think it was a success. This thing worked the whole time.
yep. I think at one
So,
point we had 11 people in here.
did we?
No, no, we had like I think I saw six. Got up to a record breaking six. Who's in
Record
here?
breaking six
There's some
people.
people in here. Is there anybody still in here, or is it just
There's at
all of
least
our,
one person
or
in
is it all
here.
of our devices connected here? Who's still in here? Anybody still in here?
There should be at least one. Let me see. Chat.
Oh, you can't see. It doesn't let you see since you're like the host. Like,
No, it's not like whatnot. I can just see concurrent viewers, but it doesn't like show me who it is.
yeah,
But yeah. Anyways, all right, brother. Well, I think we wrap this one up. Maybe try to do another one next week or something, just
yeah,
for
I'm
the
down.
vibes. Maybe we could bring in somebody, man. One of the
Yeah,
homies, Rico or somebody, to talk
we
about
just
their. We know too many cool people.
yeah we just have to work it out with the OBS and all that. How we're gonna.
Oh yeah, I think I can have up to 4 people. I just gotta rearrange the windows real quick. Shouldn't be too crazy. So it's a crazy little platform for free.
Yeah, right. It worked all right. Vic, what up?
That's translated for me too. It just says, "Oh no."
It says, "Oh no."
Yeah, on mine.
He's, he
Why
put
is
he
it
put
doing that,
he put yo YOO.
bro? I gotta find that setting and turn it off on this thing. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, Vic, you came in at the end, pa. We're already wrapping it up. Vic's do you know Vic? Or do you know Vic? He's a guitar player. He's the one who played with me out at Transformation.
Yeah, I think you have mentioned it to me, but we haven't had the pleasure of meeting in person yet, man.
Yeah.
We gotta do
Mm.
that.
Now somebody else joined too. It's record breaking, all five. Just got done
Yeah.
serving the Lord. See, I served the Lord my whole life, bro. My boy, he completed it. No more serving the Lord for him. Just got done. Who else is in here? Somebody else joined. There's five whole people in here. There's someone else in here. Show yourself. Make yourself known.
Yeah, I think I gotta do a multi-stream next time to have the IGU peeps in because it's a lot more. It's a lot more that way. I haven't used this YouTube channel in a good minute.
Yeah, would there be a way to do that? To have somebody to add people from Instagram like live?
Oh no, not like that. But I mean, I can multi-stream from OBS. This exactly what's happening right there to Instagram as well. Even though
Mm,
it's 1920 by 1080, the I forget what the plugin is called. It might be called multi-stream for OBS. It actually will resize it for you for, portrait
oh, so you can
for
stream it to Instagram.
and YouTube and
Oh,
Facebook, and it combines the chats too.
wow. Maybe we can do that.
So yeah, that way, because my YouTube is dead right now. But yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
dope. It'd be dope to get in some of the homies and just chop it up for fun.
Yeah, maybe we can I mean, we literally talked the whole time, so it's not like there was no dead spaces.
Yeah, is that music still going?
I have no idea. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, maybe my
Yo, 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 yo. Music. Is it going? It is.
yeah, it's just low.
Yeah, it looks. I don't think every song is like the same volume.
I think they are though. I think I was
Are
really
they?
adamant. Yeah, I was really there's like two of them that are not. or like three of them because it's like the three that I did in
Arcade.
arcade. Yeah, the other ones
Gotcha.
all are.
I'm looking at the meter and it's super low, and I feel like it wasn't that low when I walked over to set it. I mean, this might just be one of those songs that's low,
Yeah,
or it's ending. Um, but anyways, all right, let's call it, man. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool for sure. We'll uh we'll run it back. We'll run it back with one of the homies, or go live and from a venue, or maybe we'll do it Sunday. One of these Sundays, go live from the Sunday gig.
all right. That'd be cool.
Yeah, brother.
Well, cool, bro. Yeah, we'll chop it up.
All right, man. I'm gonna
All
stop
right.
this stream over here.
Yep. All right, everybody. All one person in here, or it's just us, our three devices at this point.
Yeah, peace out.
Peace.